I'm going to do a review and a setup of the MadeMax solar fountain. And what this device does is it has a solar cells all around here that collect sun energy to run a pump underneath of it. This floats in like your koi pond or your special water pot decorative thing, and it comes with several different nozzles to get several different types of fountain design. So let's take a look, see what it looks like inside. Of course, it comes with the directions, which are probably pretty easy to understand, and a whole lot of doodads. These look like they're going to be the different choices in fountains that you can have. Not sure what that is. Not real sure what these are either, but we'll find out. Now these are filters for the pump. And I imagine, let's have a look here. I imagine the filters those two filters are probably replacements for here. But anyway, here are your solar collectors, and here's where your fountain's going to be. Okay, it comes with this interesting little tip chart that carries you through all the different things you need to do to get it going. And it explains the effects of sunlight and the lack thereof on the fountain. And it discusses normal water level versus the water pump is not in the water, and grody, nasty stuff has clogged your pump, which will affect it negatively. So let's look at what else is going on here. Well, having the instructions out, I have discovered that yes, this is fountain type 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you have fountain types 5, 6, and 7. And this connecting pipe here, these different fountain types sit on top of the connecting pipe, just like it shows here. So you get yourself a fountain going. And they will install here on the top. Okay, these oddball things, I guess, are perhaps to help it float or to keep it oriented in the water. And these gray pieces fit on to these plastic pieces here, and then they are attached at the base of the unit. So your final assembled unit is going to look like that there. Pretty straightforward. Now let's look at the back. Okay, yeah, these are orienting devices here. You adjust the length of the transparent tube according to the size of the tank. Now on the base here, we have this plus and minus device which adjusts water flow through the regulator. And then it goes on talking about yada yada yada, all the different things about shade and the pump and the fountains and all that. Now the last thing is basically troubleshooting, things to be aware of. If you get leaves on the top, it's going to cover your solar panel. If you get leaves on the bottom here or covering this area, it's going to affect the operation. So again, it just says the different things that you can do. These they want you to have here and here and here, which I guess I'll do. I don't know that it's absolutely necessary, but if they included it, I guess it's going to help. And here are my different fountains. So I'm going to put this puppy together, and maybe it'll have enough juice in it, even fresh out of the box, to work. I've had solar lights that I've bought that came fresh out of the box, delivered to my house, and sat in the box on the front porch, and when I carried them into a dark environment, they came right on. So we'll see how this works. Well, here we are with these spacing devices attached. They went on pretty easy. And I just randomly picked this fountain. And we're going to go submerge it in the water. I have vigorously shaken this thing. Let's see if you can hear any sound. I couldn't really hear any sound. Okay, let's give her a whirl in the kitchen sink. I believe I've got the sink deep enough to try this thing out. I have to submerge it for like 4 to 8 seconds, and I've got the spray level set to max, so we'll see what happens. Well, obviously, the pump does not have enough charge. So let's try this again in several hours. Well, I have carried this device down to my workshop, and I've got plenty of light here going, and regular good old incandescent light here going, and I'm going to leave it here for a few hours. The interesting thing, when I came down here and set this all up, I could hear this thing gurgling, and little small tiny bubbles were coming out. So I know it's trying to work. But tomorrow morning, after this has been setting like this overnight, I'm just about sure it's going to be ready to go. Well, I've had this device under lights all night. So it's time to take her outside and give her a test. If you listen, you can hear this thing trying to run. Okay, so out here is my area that I want to experiment with and try this thing. Give it a good vigorous shake like they talked about doing. And I'm supposed to submerge this for like, let's see, 4 to 8 seconds, something like that. So let's see what happens here. So these need to be shortened somewhat, or I can just leave them as they are. And there is your fountain. I adjusted the lengths here of this, the positioners, and this is very basic to just disturb the water sort of fountain here. Again, not too impressive. Well, it's been about an hour and 5 minutes or so since the last video I made, and this is how it looks now. The nice separate streams of water coming out that were more at a height of up here have dwindled down to only about an inch tall. Eureka! 2 hours of sunlight makes all the difference. I've got a nice high fountain that instead of being a pulse, it is steady. Steady state recycling pulse. Now there is some water splashing over the sides, but I don't really care about that right now. What I care about is that I do have a nice fountain that is, I'd say between 10 or 12 inches high. It's nice and steady. And when I first came out, I thought I could hear the water. But that's not so. I'm not hearing anything, and that's okay. It's interesting, when I disturbed the surface of the water getting some of this tree trash out, it immediately changed the fountain. So there you go. That looks nice. For another 2 hours of sunlight. I mean, we're still partly cloudy overall. This is not really bright sun. So maybe really bright sun on these solar cells is really going to kick it up. I lied when I said that's all for now. I got the stabilizing devices pulled out, so they are resting right where they need to be. And man, when the full sun came out, this thing is just going gangbusters. And it did say in the directions and the tips that depending on the brightness of the sun would determine the height of the fountain spray. Like I said, it's got 7 different spray patterns. But there it is. the MadeMax solar power fountain. And as the sun has gone behind a cloud, the fountain has decreased, I'd say 50%. The spray, that is, spray height. And I can hear very gentle sounds of water. Finally dawned on me earlier today that this is not a solar power plus battery design. This is a direct solar power machine design with no battery in between. I was wrong earlier in the video thinking it needed to be charged. Charging is not going to happen. This water pump needs direct sunlight for it to work at its maximum, just like the instructions indicated, but I was too oblivious to reason out. So what you'll get, I've sat out here and watched the sun go in and out of the clouds, and it just goes down to a smaller fountain when there's not enough sunlight powering it. When you get a nice, bright, direct sunlight, no clouds in the way, it works perfectly. And that particular fountain head that I'm using, it's my favorite of all. You're going to need to pick a fountain head that's not going to throw water out of your pot or whatever you've got it in, because it will just sink down in the pot 3, 4, 5, 6 inches, and it won't be operating at its best performance. So get it stabilized, get a good fountain head that matches the diameter of your pot when it's at maximum, and you'll be good to go. Steady state, just operating endlessly. Now, the other thing that will happen, if it's running at max and you get a strong wind or breeze, it will blow the fountain to where it is streaming the water outside of the pot, and you will lose water volume that way. But overall, I'm pleased now that I understand how it works. And it does add beauty to your area. Nothing spectacular like fountains in Las Vegas, but hey, for 15 bucks, what do you want? Alright, this has been another review by a Source Codex, aka Jazz Fusion Guy. I hope you learned something.